Have you ever had one of those deja vu moments where you know you've recorded an episode about something or you know you've done something, but then when you go back and look, someone asked, "Hey, can you record an episode on this topic?" And I'm happy to do it. But at the same time, it makes me just recoil back a little bit and say, didn't I do this once already? So somebody asked me about wasteful meetings. They said, especially in the world we're in today, with remote work and with people not wanting to be in meetings and with all the trauma and drama. So, trauma and drama that's going on at work. How do we get to the point where we can be thoughtful about what we're doing in meetings? Well, I want to tell you a story about what happened with the Lego group. So, speaking of Lego, the building block guys, when they started using Agile, they were very good and very cautious about meetings in person and how they organized things and what they did, and everything was well. But the second they switched to the online environment, things got a little crazy. So they created a very simple template that they used to clarify every session. uh, you know, I'm not sure that it's the perfect idea, but I can tell you that I love it. So let me show you what they did to prevent wasteful meetings. They put together an agenda type list that they sent out to everyone. And on this list, they put very, very specific things. So let's go through the list. I'm going to use one as an example here. So let's go through the list of everything that's on it. First, it starts with the audience. So in this case, it may be anyone interested in facilitating an Agile survey or anyone who's interested in participating in this discussion. So they want to make sure they identify who the target audience is and limit the audience to that group. The second most important thing is the purpose. We kind of all know that. You have to have a sense of purpose for being there. Being able to do it together first and then do it yourself after, making sure that we understand, hey, this is what we're trying to do. We can all get in this together, and then we can highlight, confirm, and do the extra things we need to do on our own after. The third item that they put is a desired outcome. So in this case, they put one can run a survey in a meaningful way without doubts about practicality. This is just a good way to make sure we're all on the same page. And it doesn't need to be a long-winded goal. Oftentimes I recommend one bullet point, just a few words, 10 to 12 words. It doesn't need to be something long-winded in order for it to be something meaningful. Next, you want to talk about what preparation is needed. So feel free to visit this homepage as an example. And it will give you a homepage example that you can go to where you can see exactly what the desired preparation was. So that way you knew going in exactly what was going to happen. And then a clear agenda. Now, this is important, and this is one that people always overlook. In the agenda, I like to say no more than 3 to 5 items. And I want them to be very clear. Kick off with a survey for the participants, introduction to the workshop template, space for participants to ask questions related to how they can best support the teams using this product. I want it to be just very, very clear. No more than 3 to 5 items. When you start getting these crazy agendas, that's when people become disengaged, disenfranchised, and they don't want to be part of the meeting. So this template that I just now described is really, really simple. It's not designed to be anything special, but it does offer some great advantages. So I thought I'd review 4 or 5 key advantages that you get from this template. 1, if anything's unclear, you always have the ability to ask the organizer for clarification. But this is a great way to make sure everything's on the table first. 2, if there is a part that remains unclear, don't join the session. It's probably not for you. And if it is for you, you would have gotten clarification ahead of time. 3, meetings are often scheduled way ahead of time. So it serves as a friendly reminder of the meeting just to kind of make sure you got your head in the right space if you have this little template. 4, defining all these topics up front allows everyone to provide feedback before the session to ensure it becomes more valuable. For example, what if we make X the purpose of the session, or what if we include Y as an item agenda as well, or an agenda item as well? So this gives you the ability to have some adaptability. And then finally, as a meeting organizer, you can expect all participants to come prepared, be on the same page, and if all parts are completed, nobody can ever use the excuse of not knowing how to prepare for that meeting. So total time to prepare with that template is less than 3 minutes, but I feel like it gives you better than just a Microsoft or Google Calendar invite. It gives you something that you can really, really understand and run with. And what I can tell you is, not only does this work at Lego, but every organization where I've seen the rats applied, and that was the other podcast, it gives you the ability to make sure you have clear agenda, clear time boxes, clear schedule, a roster for who should attend. You have all the different information that you need in order to make your meeting successful. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a topic that you want to discuss, feel free to reach out to us at learnmore@agiledad.com. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care. Bye now.